Hi, Jason here. Welcome to onyouryogamat.com. Today we're having a look at Surya Namaskara B. In the Ashtanga-based system of yoga, there are two sun salutations. If you're unfamiliar with the A sun salutation, you could always check out lessons 3 and 4 from the beginner's course. And once you've done that, this will make more sense. Having said that, if you want to have a go and just jump in, then I'm going to talk you through some variations to this sun salutation that will start to make it a little bit more accessible, because it can feel quite relentless. There's 17 movements and they just keep moving on by until you get to that downward facing dog. So from standing, Samasthiti here is the front of the mat, feet together, hands by sides. I'm going to go through the movements a little bit slower and just give you a few tips. So we bend the knees. If it's too much to have the feet touching, have the feet a little way apart as we sink down and we reach the arms up into Utkatasana. Now eventually we try and roll the shoulders back and look up. It's more important that your arms are straight, and then you can get the palms a little bit closer together. That's the first movement on the inhale. As we exhale into the second movement, we're folding forwards, gently releasing the hands, just as in the A sun salutation. So it's all the same for a few breaths. As we inhale, look up, try and stay as low as you can. Exhale, jumping or stepping the feet back. Eventually our plank is off the ground, knees down, elbows in as you lower down. The challenge might be, just as in the A sun salutation, to be just off the ground. We inhale on the tops of the feet. That's the upward facing dog. We exhale all the way back to downward facing dog, and we turn our left heel in towards that right foot. Now ideally that back foot stays flat on the mat. This is new to you. Whatever it takes, you might even pick up underneath this right knee to get this right foot facing forwards. Hands on the knee is a really nice way in, just to be here. Eventually inhaling the arms up into Virabhadrasana. Same upper body position as Utkatasana. Soft shoulders, arms nice and active. Eventually the palms might come a little bit closer together. If it feels like your arms are out in front of you, that's no problem. Try and rotate the hips and the tailbone almost underneath you to look up. Exhale, hands back down. Now we move through this sequence of lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. If that's too much, you can just switch sides. Right foot would turn in. Nice step through with your left foot as far as feels comfortable. Give that left leg a helping hand if you need to. Getting your bearings, try and push back into that right foot. Hands just below that left knee. And once you feel the balance is secure, inhaling to Virabhadrasana Warrior on the left side. That's just one breath. Then we exhale our hands back down by the left foot. Try and spread the fingers and step that foot back. Elbows in as you lower down. So there's 3 movements, and they become a little bit tiring as we lower down in the sun salutation. Inhale, upward facing dog. If it's too much, you're a little bit lower, then maybe cobra here, but try and roll the shoulders back. And then it's here. We're exhaling into our third downward facing dog, and we stay here for 5 steady breaths. And the options in the A sun salutation to soften the knees, come down onto the knees if you need to in those 5 breaths are there. After 5 breaths, we inhale, look up, whatever it takes, a couple of steps, feet to the front of the mat, stay low with the fingers, either down on the ground or hold your ankles. Exhale, gently folding down, soften the knees if you need to. But the last movement, we bend the knees, sink down, inhale, reach the arms back up, and then exhale, hands by sides. We're going to do that one more time, and there's 17 movements to this sun salutation. So this time I'm going to count you the numbers through, and we're going to go a little bit quicker. So remember all of the options from the standing in front of our mats, hands by sides, gazing softly ahead, relax the shoulders, bend the knees, sink down, inhale, arms up into Utkatasana. That's the first movement. Second movement, exhale, folding down. Third movement, stay low with the fingers or hands on ankles, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, eventually a little jump back into plank. If that's too much, straight down onto the knees, elbows in. Either on the tops of the feet, inhale, cobra, strong thighs off the ground, eventually upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back into downward facing dog. That's the 6th movement. The 7th movement, as that left foot turns in, is to inhale this right foot as far through as you can. Keep breathing in, eventually the arms up, palms face each other. The 8th movement, exhale, hands back down as we lower down. Push into the ground to lower. On the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. 10 is downward facing dog. If that was too much, you could just switch sides here. So the 11th movement, that right foot turning in, left foot comes through, bend that left knee, inhale the arms all the way up. 12th movement, exhale, spread the fingers, hands back down, elbows in. 13 on the tops of the feet, full breath, roll the shoulders back. 14, exhale here, 5 steady breaths. That's 1, keep the legs active. 2, hips lifting up towards the ceiling. 3, chest moving towards feet. 4, fingers spread into the mat behind head. 1 last breath. 5, whatever it takes to jump or step your feet through. Feet together, front of the mat, stay low, look up. Exhale. This is 16th movement, release the head down. And the 17th movement, the last movement, bending the knees, sink down, reach the arms up, full breath, Utkatasana, exhale, hands by sides. We're going to do one more of those, and this is counted through by Sharat Joyce. He is the grandson of Patabi Joyce, who was responsible for developing in Mysore in India the Ashtanga Yoga as we know it today. So it's going to go a little bit quicker, and the numbers you hear him counting, 1 to 17, are the Sanskrit numbers. So I'm going to be doing it with you, so enjoy doing one more Surya Namaskara B.
Surya Namaskar, second one. Ekam, inhale, bend your knees, hands up. Dve, exhale. 3, inhale, head up. Chatwari, jump back. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, take right leg. Ashtau, exhale. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, left leg. Dvadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. Breathe 5 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Panchadasha, jump, inhale. Shodasha, exhale. Saptadasha, bend your knees, hands up. Samastiti.
Well done for getting through that. And that's obviously a slightly more advanced way of moving through the B sun salutation. And incidentally, Samastiti is hands by sides, feet together between the sun salutations. So if you enjoyed that, then check out other lessons on this website, onyouryogamat.com. There are beginners courses, intermediate and advanced yoga classes. There are PDFs to download, MP3s, audio lessons. So click on the link below, and I look forward to seeing you soon on your yoga mat. Namaste.